All right, let's unlock a magical story. This explainer is all about curiosity, the weight of a promise, and, the beautiful secrets that can sometimes hide behind a forbidden door. So, we're diving into the tale of Lord Bluebeard and his kind wife, Clara. At the center of it all is a single enchanted sapphire key. And believe me, this one key is about to change everything they think they know about magic and trust. Okay, so picture this. Our story kicks off in a wondrous castle, which is home to Lord Bluebeard. He's famous all over the land for his incredible beard, but it's not just for looks. It's actually a symbol of the ancient magic that runs deep in his family. Now, a lot of people were, a little intimidated by his magic, but not Clara. She was kind and curious, and she was just enchanted by it. She saw the person behind all that power, the kindness in his eyes. And so, they got married. But, of course, their happy life in the castle is about to face its very first real test. Lord Bluebeard has to go away on a long journey, and that means leaving Clara in charge of his entire magical home. He literally hands her the keys to everything. We're talking treasure chests, rooms packed with treats, the whole shebang. But you can see there's one very, very important exception. This one small sapphire key. And he gives her one very specific rule. This key opens a little closet way at the end of a long gallery, and he makes her promise, please do not use it. It sounds simple, right? But that promise holds a ton of weight. So after she's explored every other amazing room in the castle, Clara's thoughts just keep drifting back to that one locked door. It's not that she wants to defy him. The source calls it a deep, humming curiosity. I mean, you can't blame her for wondering, what kind of beautiful secret is he protecting so carefully? Well, you know where this is going. That little hum of curiosity, it gets louder and louder until she just can't resist it anymore. Clara's about to make a choice, and it's one that's going to have some magical, fluttering consequences. She really does hesitate. She remembers her promise. But that sense of wonder, of needing to know, it just wins out. She decides she has to see the secret her husband was so determined to protect. And this is where the story takes a huge turn. Because what she finds isn't some dark, terrible secret. Nope. It's a chamber just filled with 1,000 magical, sleeping butterflies. The whole room is just humming with this gentle, sleeping magic. The second she opens the door, she accidentally wakes them all up. Just imagine it, a whirlwind of living jewels, crimson, emerald, and gold, streaming out of the room. As she rushes to close the door, one of them lands right on the key, and it leaves behind this permanent, shimmering sapphire dust. A dead giveaway. Now, when Lord Bluebeard gets back and sees that dust on the key, his reaction is, well, it's not what you'd expect. He's not angry that she broke her promise. Instead, his voice is just filled with alarm, not about her, but about the magic itself escaping. So, just like that, the whole situation changes. This isn't about a personal mistake anymore. It's a full-blown crisis they have to share. This really delicate magic is loose, and they need a clever solution. And they need it fast. So what does Clara do? She calls for her brothers. But pay attention to the words she uses. She doesn't ask for strong warriors or guards. She calls for her clever brothers, because she trusts that their ingenuity is exactly what this magical problem needs. And this is such a key point in the story, right? It really gets at the core message about problem solving. Her brothers don't show up with swords ready for a fight. They arrive as thinkers, as inventors, carrying all these clever contraptions. They just get it. You can't fight magic with brute force. See, they understand that magic like this can't be captured or forced. It has to be coaxed, gently persuaded to come back. And that understanding is everything when it comes to fixing this. So the entire family gets to work. They spend the whole night working together on this careful, gentle plan. They use sweet music to soothe the butterflies and the soft glow from their lanterns to guide them. And slowly but surely, they coax every single one back into that enchanted room. And you know what? It totally works. The crisis is over. Not because someone was punished, but because they worked as a team. And now, the secret of the butterflies isn't just Lord Bluebeard's anymore. It's a beautiful secret that all of them share together. And here's where we get the real heart of the story, straight from Lord Bluebeard himself. He acknowledges, yeah, a promise is important, but he says forgiveness is important too. He valued the strength they found by solving this together. Think about what this means for Clara. Her role has totally shifted. She's not just the keeper of the keys anymore, bound by a rule she didn't really understand. Now, she's a true guardian, sharing the responsibility of protecting the castle's most incredible magic. So in the end, the story kind of leaves us with this really interesting question to think about. It really challenges the simple idea of right and wrong, and it asks us, what's more powerful? A mistake that's redeemed with trust and teamwork, or a promise that's just kept in isolation? It's a great look at forgiveness and what we can achieve when we choose to solve our problems together.